Okay.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back. The show is called TBR Solutions Sports Forum. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I'm together with Tshepang, lastborn Kgole, and also Thabiki. Tshepang, good morning and greet the viewers.
Yes, good morning,
Yeah.
Ate. You also, Mr. Thabiki, and to you also, Mr. Shabalala. Thanks for having me this morning.
Good morning, good morning. Thabiki, how are you
Yes,
doing?
I'm fine. I'm fine, man. Fine. Yourself and Sapang, how's it, my boy, my guy? And the morning
Uh,
to the viewers also.
all right, all right. We don't have shakes this morning. Yeah, last night we spoke and agreed. I think he should have been held up. I can't get Jimen. So yeah, let's continue. Now, today, guys, we we are talking sports. That's TBR. But let me tell you what's gonna happen unfolding going forward. Remember, today is the 7th. This is the date when Kaizer Chiefs was born in 1970. So Kaizer Chiefs is celebrating its 53rd birthday. So today they are playing Skukune United FNB. It's a big game for Kaizer Chiefs. So they've decided to reduce their prices, all right, so that the game can be accessible. Let me tell you what we're going to do as TBR Solution. We are going to dedicate our shows to Kaizer Chiefs starting from Tuesday. We'll spend about few minutes or so, 10 minutes talking about Chiefs history. We'll talk in different decades. It started in 1970 to date. All right. So, and then the celebration has started. Let me tell you what Kaizer Chiefs did during this time. The boys were taken to where Mr. Kaizer grew up in Pefeni. So they were taken to the roots, the Kaizer Chiefs players, to go and see the place. It was a glittering event, and I must say, I'm fortunate enough. My uncle was a very close friend of Kaizer Mtaung. I happened to went to that house when the mom to the legend Chincha Kaizer Mtaung passed on. So my uncle requested me to accompany him and his son, who's now late, is Negondaba. We went to Mr. Ntaung's place to go and bury his mom, so at Pefeni. So fortunately enough, I grew up in Dube. At some point, I stayed at Dube, Pefeni, at Dube. So Pefeni was not far. A bit of history. When I was growing up at Dube, Pro Kumalo, doctor's father, was not staying far from my aunt's shop. So Pro and Doctor used to come. Doctor was still very young by then. They used to come to my aunt's shop and then they used to buy there. So me and Doctor, when we were young and the friends in that area, we used to go to the stadium together. But when we arrived at the stadium, we'd separate because I was Pirates by then. And then through Jomo Sono. And then Doctor was Kaizer Chief. So Doctor would go to the Chiefs stand, I would go to the Pirates stand. And then in the evening, we'd meet again. And then, but we're young, we're boys, big boys. And then that's football. So that was a privilege. I think that was a good thing as a start for the Chiefs players to go and see where their boss grew up. And then the roots are very, very important. So that's where I'm gonna start. But let's move on with the show, guys. As I said, from Tuesday, we'll dedicate some time for Kaizer Chiefs since they are celebrating their 53rd birthday. Now, we saw the games. All right. Who wants to start with the games that played? And then maybe let's analyze. And then start with Mamelodi Sundowns, who are really, really on fire. exciting news. Moroka Swallows have won. And then, yeah, let me hear. Tshepang or Thabiki, who's going to start?
Tshepang, you can go first.
Okay. So can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you quite clearly, but let me see your face. Yeah.
Yes. If we can just analyze the Mamelodi Sundowns game last night, Mamelodi Sundowns was playing yesterday. What a brilliant performance, I could say, from Cassius Mailula and Themba Zwane.
Mm, mm,
That partnership, those two have outstanding partnership and good understanding. I feel like Cassius Mailula have brought out the best as well of Themba Zwane. Themba Zwane started a bit slow this season, but he's starting to come alive again. He's the link to the plays, all of the plays actually, I could say. If Coach Rulani was saying that he's finally regained his form again. He was involved in each and every part of Sundowns' play last night and make things easier for the youngster Cassius Mailula, as well. So I really love Sundowns, especially in the second half. They movement off and on the ball, you know, they dictate the terms in terms of the game, the passing, going forward. I mean, Sundowns in general, the team looked very strong last night. So I really enjoyed watching them playing last night.
Okay, let's move on. Yeah, Themba Zwane is on form. Mailula is something else. And then Thabiki, I hear that you saw some publication saying Ernest Middendorp was saying Sundowns will win the league in the first round. Just tell us.
Yeah, about that. I want to touch based on their game with Sundowns. Focusing on Swallows. Swallows a different team right now after Middlestop took over. I've been watching from his first game. They are more organized. They move as a unit. Sundowns couldn't penetrate them until the 65th minute. I think that's what tipped Middendorp off is by saying no, Sundowns is the best team. They're going to win the league, and then maybe by 20 points or so. And then that one, Atazwane and Pirates coach came out saying no, the league was never won in January, so that will never happen. Of which is true. They can't be winning the league right now. It's just that they're on form, but then there are still many games to go. If I check how many games Sundowns are left with, they're about maybe they just played 15 games. They have 37 points. The other team are looking behind SuperSport with 10 points, but then it's just 3 games that if Sundowns don't play well, it might happen. We know this is a race. Anything can happen. So I don't agree with Middlestop with Ernest Middlestop on that part that the league is over. Or just because Swallows lost to them, it means Swallows is the best team. Then Sundowns, if they've beaten Swallows, it means then they've won the league according to him. So I don't agree with that. But then as we look at the league today, games that are going to play also. We have Super Sport 2, our number 2, taking on Golden Arrows. We have Maruma Gallants playing relegation threat and Mariesberg. They're on the bottom, along with Gallants too. So yeah, so we'll also see Pirates taking over on the third game of the day, taking taking on Cape Town City, and then we have also the big ones, Kgole and Chiefs. That's gonna be a big game also for Kgole because they also want to move away from the relegation too. Yeah.
Also, the Pirates, Cape Town City, it's a big game.
Yeah, it's a big
Pirates is
one.
a big team. Cape Town City are really, really on form. They are doing well. So it's also a big game. And then you have forgotten to say in Rocasalos, at least they've won against Chipa United.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Middlestop first game. Yeah. I didn't actually cover it yesterday, but then 3 points to him, well deserved. The work he's put in for Swallows. I don't think they're going to be from number 14 to number 15, 16. I don't think they'll be there end of the season. You might see them challenging for the top 8 in the next coming games because what I saw now, it's a different Swallows team. They're very organized, especially the defense. They're not easily penetrated. It took a moment of brilliance in the midweek game for Mamelodi Sundowns to beat them. It took them, Yeah,
Now
I
let us
think
not go back to Mamelodi Sundowns and Swallows. We've already done that. But I
yeah,
must say, I've picked up the news that Peter want what is news? Tembikosi Lodge. I don't know how
yeah,
true is that. I don't know. We'll watch that space. But
yeah.
Tembikosi Lodge, as far as I'm concerned, he's injury prone. So we'll see. Uh, we'll see how things are going to unfold going forward. Not only that, as I indicated, that the game of Pirates and Cape Town City, it's a very nice one. Pirates, they want to challenge, and Cape Town City are a team to watch, going forward. It's going to be very, very interesting weekend. So yeah, now, now let me ask this: are you guys now convinced that Themba Zwane is the best player in the country currently?
I, I personally, I personally would like to, and truthfully so, agree with that.
Mm,
We're talking about a player that's been consistent for the past 6 seasons, you
mm,
know.
mm, mm,
And within that 6 seasons, Sundowns has managed to win the league
mm,
5 times, 6 times, I think, in a row.
mm,
He's been involved in terms of that.
mm,
That's one player that's been consistent ever since Sundowns has won the CAF Champions League. So that level of consistency is
mm,
very rare to find,
mm, mm,
especially the PSL.
mm,
The last time we saw that level of consistency was the likes of your Teko Modises when they were still playing,
mm, mm,
when your Chavalalas were still playing back then, I'm talking
mm,
about players from the previous decade as well. But a
mm,
player that's been consistent for the past 5, 6 seasons is
mm,
very rare. So I
mm,
personally feel like he is
mm,
currently, the best player in South Africa.
mm,
Arguably so, numbers don't lie. We should check his stats.
mm,
I personally feel like people should check his stats game
mm,
in, game out, and then they would
mm.
actually see what we're actually talking about. So I actually agree with that statement.
Okay, let's go to a big one. Kaizer Chiefs and Skukunu, a big one because this is Kaizer Chiefs' birthday. And then yeah, let's look. I know that Kaizer Chiefs, I've been saying it that Arthur needs to be given a chance. And then thanks to Kaizer Chiefs, they're giving him that chance. And now we can see that Kaizer Chiefs is playing that football, that we are accustomed to. And then, if I may quote young boy Samuel Zwane, which is still very early few games, but you can see what the boy wants to do. And then I'm happy that Arthur throws them in the deep end and show confidence in them. Mtutuzi, Chavalala, you can see the boy is a talent, And then Mshini is also getting his chances. And there seems to be a team that is coming okay. Well, I don't want to be harsh on Sehota, but I think he needs to do a lot of training, especially my worry is his first touch. It's a bit suspect. And then his decision making for me is a problem. And then he looks down instead of, watching and, well, I don't know whether he wants to be Mapega Pansy. I don't know whether you guys, Mapega Pansy. So Kaiser, Tyson Zwelem would look down, but you'd see everything that was happening around him. So with him, he just looked down. I don't think he sees what is happening around. That's me, guys. That's my personal view. I may be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. That's me. Remember, football, it's a game of opinion. Now let's look at that game. Thabiki, Kaizer Chiefs and Skukune. What do you think?
Kaizer Chiefs are on a high, what you call, confidence. You
Mm,
know, they don't want they don't want to, what you call, they don't want to disappoint the chairman,
mm,
Kaizer Mtaung, so the senior, by the way. So yeah, I see also Zita Quinca saying having a player like Chiefs, he coming out of in the media and saying that having a player like Itumeleng Khune at the back, his leadership skills are on tops. Zita Kwinka also having experience. Looking at what you call Shanti too, Dove Wome. They have Fosla. On the right also. So this game is gonna be another game where Chiefs will want to celebrate in style also. And then looking at Sekhukhune too, also they'll also want to come out of that relegation zone. Also, trying to save status. So I think it's gonna be a tough game. I don't even wanna predict the score or who's gonna win. But all I know that this game is going to be exciting.
Tshepang, what do you say? Do you think Sekhukhune will be walking the park? I don't think so. Sekhukhune look like a team that is really, really serious. Yes, I know that they're there, but you know what? It's still early to predict that they'll be there forever. But what's your take, Tshepang? Do you
Yeah, I
feel?
know. It'll be a very interesting game. I could say that Sekhukhune in the last game, they've got the momentum. They're carrying the momentum. Swallow scored a brace last game. We have the likes of Lindam Tambo, who's on form as well. The skills from Lindam Tambo. Actually, I think it's the one that's carrying Sekhukhune at the moment. They have a strong team. It'll just be, I know it'll be an open game. It's not an easy game for Kaizer Chiefs, but I would like to see the youngsters play again, since Coach Arthur introduced them last game. I think the boys did well, especially I love seeing the boy, Tutuze Chabalala. He's one player for me that I feel like he's got a very, very bright future as well, with Kaizer Chiefs. I like his style of play. So if the coach would introduce the youngsters again, I think in this game, so that they can carry the confidence and get the experience more, get exposed more, I think they'll get it right and they'll do well. So yeah, it's been interesting game. Looking forward to watching that match.
Okay, let's move on. I don't know you guys. I'm gonna move to straight overseas. I know that Ronaldo has now joined Al Saha in Saudi Arabia, and then I saw this from ESPN, which I like. They said, remember, Man United. They say he's finished. All right, so that is why he's not with Man United anymore. But look at finish Ronaldo. But look at last season what he has done. He was the most Premier League player of the tournament match awards, and then he was most Man United player of the match tournament awards, and Man United's player of the year, Man United's top goal scorer, Man United's goal of the season, included in the Premier League team of the year. So how can a player with these numbers be described as he's finished? So let me hear, what are you thinking, guys?
Tshepang, you can go first, man.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
what do
when
you
it comes
think?
to when it comes to these, there was a segment that I listened to yesterday as well of that Piers Morgan interview. So there was a part where he said that there's teams that were actually offering him, a better contract when he was still in contract with Man United. But Man United was the one that was actually feeding the public and the media lies, saying that Ronaldo isn't fit for any team and he's not getting any offers, and there's teams that don't want him. But he was arguably saying that that was not true because he was getting offers, and from big teams as well. So when people say that he's finished, they actually couldn't and didn't understand that. So I mean, the numbers here, they don't lie. He actually won almost everything that needs to be won in terms of awards, but yet they were talking about him this season, saying that he's finished. A player that's finished, you cannot say a player is finished, but he doesn't get the game time. So how can you say that a player is finished if we haven't seen him? But if you can check his record last season, they were actually good. So it was more of a public thing, it was a media thing, but a player like that, yeah, I mean, his numbers were good. So, yeah, man, I mean, Ronaldo, will give him credit, he did well at Man United.
But now, if the teams were looking for him, he was a free agent, then why those teams did not show up? Thabiki?
That's a
as
difficult
a
one.
free agent now,
Yeah,
because those
I
teams
think,
should show up and say, hey, now you're a free agent, we can sign you now.
yeah,
So why
I
those
think,
teams don't show up? I'm not
I think
taking
Ronaldo,
anything away from Ronaldo. Look, those numbers, they don't
yeah,
lie. The man
mm-hmm.
is a beast. He's the beast, you know. But that one, it's him and Man United is weight. But what are the facts saying? I'm saying the facts are saying at some point he was a free agent. Why those teams did not show up?
I think they might have, I think they might have approached him, but then he chose to go to Al Nazar because he watched maybe probably the money too. He's saying, no, I have to secure my future. You understand that? So, and then, there are other things that maybe we don't know what's going on with the contract of Ronaldo there in Al Nazar. Maybe he saw the contract, no, saying, no,
Mm,
let me go there and play, and raise their status,
mm,
with the Saudi Arabia is also wanting to
mm,
host the World Cup.
mm,
Yeah, so I think those are the things Ronaldo watched, saying, no, let me go hype them. They're giving me good money before I
mm,
end my career. Because the other thing I think he wants to do, he wants to go out with his, like, he wants to go out the way he wants to, not by other people telling him to retire. So he also
mm,
feels that he can also play for 2 or 3 seasons. So
mm,
if a player feels like that, I mean, just give him a chance to prove to us. Ronaldo has been giving us goals, has been, entertaining us for a long time.
mm,
He's been consistent, in winning trophies too. So let's just not say Ronaldo is not a good player because the English media or Man United said so. I don't think he's finished. He can
mm,
still play club level or club football.
mm,
Even if
mm,
he got a team to play in Champions League, he would
mm,
still, compete. Ronaldo. I mean, Ronaldo is always going to be Ronaldo. You know.
But what are the facts saying? The facts, Ronaldo, we know he said he doesn't want to go anywhere. He wants to play in the Champions League. We know even when he was supposed to start with Man United, he could not go. Yes, we are told that he had issues, personal issues, but he was worried. He was unsettled before he lost a kid. He was unsettled because Man United was not going to play the Champions League. He even became vocal that I don't want to play a team that is not going to play for the Champions League. And then we know that
Yeah.
Porto, or the team that way it comes. What is the name from Portugal? Sporting. They wanted him there,
Sporting.
and then
Mm.
he heard that he was going to have that opportunity of playing the Champions League. He was not prepared to go there. And then, but he wanted the Champions League. He was vocal. He wanted the Champions League. He wanted to play in the top European league. So those are the facts. So to say he could have played anywhere, those are the facts. But I'm saying he was free. No one was interested. But let's pass on. We cannot hang on that.
Yeah.
Now, because people say, I know you're bashing Ronaldo because you're a Messi fan. That's not the issue. I'm talking about the facts. And I'm sure people know about all these facts. And I'm continuing to say, I'm consistent on this one. Ronaldo is the best player in the world. Messi doesn't compete with anybody, including Ronaldo. That's my argument, all right? But when it comes to players, Ronaldo is the best. So for me, Ronaldo, I can classify Ronaldo as number 2 to Lionel Messi. Now, let me tell you that Messi has won another award. You know, this guy is a beast. Now we are doing the Messi special now, as we normally do.
Yeah.
And this Messi special now, it's nothing else but dedicated to the Ballon d'Or number 8 is Lodi. This is what I'm talking about. And I've given you all the stats in the previous show in terms of the numbers, in terms of the games that he played. Now, what makes a person to win a Ballon d'Or is the way you play, one, and then in which games, all right, two, and then the awards that we won. This is another award that this man has got. Look at the points that he got. It's 808 points. Number 2 is Kylian Mbappe with 381. Look at the gap. Number 3 is Rafael Nadal, 285. Number 4 is Ramco Van Pool, 252. So I'm just giving you the facts, all right? And the number 6, which is another soccer player, is Karim Benzema, 195 points. And then that's Lionel Messi. And then now, if people are saying the Ballon d'Or number 8 is not loading, I don't know what that they mean, because this guy keeps on proving day in, day out that he's the best. Now, not only that, there is a popular magazine in England called 442. All right, I got this from ESPN. They say, according to them, the all-time top 10 best players. And number 1 is Lionel Messi. Number 2 is Diogo Maradona. Number 3 is Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 4 is Pele. And number 5 is Zinedine Zidane. And then 6, Johan Cruyff. 7, George Best. 8, Franz Beckenbauer. And number 9 is Frank Puskas. Number 10, Ronaldo Nazario. I don't know. Very questionable for me.
Yeah, questionable. Hey, where's Ronaldinho here?
In terms of number 2, if you ask me,
I'm not happy.
If you ask me, well, I don't know what 442 are using. If you ask me number 2, I would put Pele there. That's me. Remember?
Where is Zidane?
Zidane is number 5. You know,
but where's Ronaldinho?
Ronaldinho is not there. Now, let me tell you how I was going to rearrange it. I would have Lionel Messi, number 2, Pele, number 3, I would have in fact, I would have Cristiano Ronaldo because of his consistency, number 3. And number 4, I would have Nazario, Ronaldo Nazario. That guy was a beast. You understand? For me, all right? And remember, like I said, I always tell you that football is a game of opinion. What's your take, guys? Who wants to have his own rearrangement of that list?
Yeah, no. Number 1.
Go first.
I'll go for Messi 1. Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
3, I would have Pele. 4, Maradona. 5, for me, I would share it with Ronaldinho and Zidane. Number 6, I'll put Ronaldo. Then the rest can join. There's no way Ronaldinho cannot be on this top 10. There's no way.
Is it not a question of consistency? Ronaldinho didn't play for too long. That's another thing. He was a talented player. Make no mistake.
Ronaldinho played football when he was 15. He started coming in and in the Brazilian squad. He won the World Cup when he was 16 years with Brazil. So that consistency until he was 30, I think 30, he was still playing even at Barcelona, and won the Ballon d'Or twice as well. So, I mean, a player like that, we should give him credit. He deserves to be in this top 10. There's no way. There's no way.
All right. Thabiki?
Me, I'd obviously put Messi on top, followed by Pele, Maradona. Number 4, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 5 would also be shared by Zidane and Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho must be in the top 5.
Yeah, but maybe you guys never saw Johan Cruyff. That's why. Eh? And you didn't see Johan Cruyff playing. That's why. Eh?
Yeah.
You didn't see George Best playing. George Best. You never saw those players playing. Did you see Ronaldo Nazario?
Nazario. No, yeah, I've seen him. Number 9.
The Brazilian.
He's a striker.
Yeah,
he's a striker. We can also put him in the same class as Cristiano Ronaldo. They are strikers, pouchers. So, man, for me,
let me show you what happened when before and after Messi was with PSG. These are the numbers. PSG, they were just having about 19.8 million followers. That was before Messi joined. And after Messi joined, they went to 51.5, more than 100% increase. Eh? That's Messi. That's Lionel Messi.
After Messi won the World Cup, I think they went up also.
Well, we'll see how far have they gone. And then after winning the World Cup. And then, so those are some of the numbers. Guys, I keep on saying, you know what, I'm gonna give you what you call numbers don't lie. And then so that because the Ballon d'Or number 8 is loading for me, and then I've shown you the awards, and then I want to show you some because now there's this thing. Now I also want to compare him with Ronaldo. I don't think there's any comparison now. I'll show you the numbers, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's start here with now this is Lionel Messi when you compare him with Ronaldo. All right. I hope you see this, guys. Okay. Now let's start. Okay. Can you see this? When it comes to golden boots, Messi has 6. Can you see this? Can you see this? Messi has 6. Ronaldo has about 4. All right. In terms of trophies, Messi has 42 overall. Ronaldo 34. All right. Ronaldo has 819 goals. Messi has from 1,146 matches. Messi has 793 goals in 1,003 matches. So what's the difference? The difference is 141 games that Ronaldo played more for Messi. And the difference of the goals are not so huge. And then Messi has 350 assists. Ronaldo has 234. Messi free kicks has 40 goals. All right. Ronaldo has 58 goals. Though Ronaldo is winning there. Messi.
Oh, no, there by Messi it's 60.
No, 60. Yeah. These numbers, I think here I was telling Jason that the caption here is not nice. It's not user friendly. My eyes don't see properly. Ronaldo has 58, so Messi is still on top. And then in terms of the golden ball, Messi has 2. Golden ball, the player of the tournament in the World Cup. And then remember, the World Cup is the biggest spectacle in sports. In sports, all right, not in football. In sports, Ronaldo has 0. All right, best player of 2015 and 2016 in Copa America. That's Messi. Ronaldo has 0 Euro best player tournament. He has never won the best player of the Euro. And then Messi has 4 times the world's best playmaker. Ronaldo has nothing. Messi has 309 men of the match. Ronaldo has 168 men of the match. Now look at the difference. And I always argue, men of the match, we have beaten about 21 guys in the field of play. Messi has 2,018 successful dribbles. All right. And then Ronaldo has how many? 1,646. Do I see properly? Dribbles. Messi has 26 World Cup games and Copa America goals, 25. Yeah? And then 25 assists. All right. Both World Cup and Copa America, he has 26 goals and 25 assists. Ronaldo has 22 goals in both World Cup and Euro. All right. And 8 assists. All right. Messi and Ronaldo meeting record. Messi 24 goals, 12 assists. Ronaldo 16 wins, né? And Ronaldo has 21 goals and 1 assist. No. What do I see? Okay.
25.
No. Messi 24 goals, 12 assists. 16 wins. That's Messi. In other words, versus Ronaldo. And then Ronaldo has 21 goals. And then 1 assist and 11 wins. All right. Messi 1 World Cup trophy. Ronaldo has none. Messi has 1 World Cup trophy. Okay, they've repeated this one. So those are the numbers.
Yeah.
So You know, as I say, the Ballon d'Or number 2 is loading. So whoever says what, and this is what Messi has so far. He has won every tournament, all right? He has Golden Boot, he has Ballon d'Or, FIFA Best Player of the Year, IFHS Best Player. Ronaldo, I don't think has this. And then Copa America Golden Ball, FIFA World Cup Golden Ball, UEFA Football of the Year, and Loures Best Sportsman. Ronaldo doesn't have this. And then Champions League, a Copa America World Cup, and then treble Hexa. I don't know what Hexa is. But I also know that he has won Argentina Player of the Year 14 times. I didn't check what Ronaldo has won so far in terms of Portuguese Football of the Year. So those are the numbers. And then, as I tell people, the Ballon d'Or number 8 is loading. Let me hear you guys what I say.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, his numbers as well at PSG, they don't lie. Uh, Definitely Ballon d'Or number 8 for me. He's one of the contenders, one of the strongest contenders currently this season, for winning that Ballon d'Or. So yeah, still has a good chance. I mean, 35-year-old is still going strong. So anything can happen, at the end of the season. So if he wins it deservedly, so I feel like he would really deserve it, to be honest. So I think he's in my top 3 at the moment, I could say, in terms of winning that trophy again.
Thabiki?
Yeah, for me, he's also gonna win the Ballon d'Or. No argument about that. And then especially if PSG win the league and then they win the Champions League, you know, the hype, there will be no chance for anyone to compete with him. They'll just have to hand it over to him, because his numbers are very scary. Are very scary.
Tshepang, when you say he's one of the top 3, what makes him to be one? He's one. He's one. Because what makes a person to win? He has won the awards in terms of the games that he played. I've just shown the new award that he has already won. And then he's winning awards and after awards. What makes a player, if people are to vote, what makes a player to be the best player? It's awards that makes you the best player. And the numbers in terms of the game that you play, your assists, your goals, free kicks, a total footballer. That's Lionel Messi. No one come
Man
close.
of the match awards.
Yeah, no one come close. They try to bring Mbappe. I showed the stats. When you compare the two, Mbappe doesn't even come close, all right? I'm happy that Mbappe said it himself that, you know what, I'm not competing Messi. In fact, I'm there to learn from this old man. He said to me, he's going to pass me the ball so that we score goals because we have one same objective. And let me tell you, Messi's going to do that. So I'm basing my argument there and say what makes a player to be the best player if you cannot use numbers, if you cannot use the accolades, you see. So if you come with Messi, in all respect, accolades, numbers, is there. That's my argument. Guys, I'm sure we need to close now. That was part of the Messi special. I'm going to give you the last one now and show for the past 10 years, the last decade, this man has dominated football. Now, I'm showing you. Now, if you say the Ballon d'Or number 8 is not loading, look at this guy. In the last 10, most goals, most assists, most goals contribution, most goals in major finals, successful dribbles, most big chances created, most key passes, most free kick goals, most goal Ballon d'Or, most golden boots, most FIFA 40, most La Liga MVP, most EFFH awards, most Pichichi trophies, Pichichi now, not even Argentina. most international, most valuable player, most men of the matches in the last decade. All right. So now, what else? Ballon d'Or number 8 is Lodi. So Tshepang, we agree?
Yeah, definitely.
Numbers don't lie.
Def-
He's number one. He's number one. So the number 2 and 3 is not our issue. He's number one. Maybe Mbappe will get two. 2 or 3 is not our issue. And then I'm not sure about Lewandowski, but he was doing well. But now I don't know what's happening there what is that at Barcelona Barcelona. Guys, thank you very much. I see that Thabiki has just disappeared. And thank you very much. Thank you for doing the show with me. And then come, guys, let's do the Kaizer Chiefs history. And then it's very important. And then even other teams, when they do their history, will do them and share the history. And then as long as we get the information. Last one, may you just bid the viewers farewell.
yes, no, thank you very much to the viewers out there. And to you also, Thabiki. And also I'd like to say a special shout out to Saddam as well as Tavo for the utmost support and the information that they keep giving us. And thank you very much for spreading the word in regards to the show and for making the show grow. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys soon and to the next show. Thank you very much.
They'll mostly see Saddam now in our show because now he's within our midst now. He's working with us now. And then, yeah, especially when we celebrate Kaizer Chiefs' 53rd birthday. So we'll feature Saddam too. And before I close, let me tell you, I spoke to Steve Secano last night. We spoke for a while. I'll be interviewing him very soon. Do you know Steve Secano? He was playing from Rocker Silence. A
Yes, yes, I
very prolific player. He's running a very successful academy. He's running it with his NPO. He's doing a brilliant job. If you follow him on Facebook and so, he's doing a brilliant job. He's giving out food to the former players who are now destitute. He's supporting the disadvantaged. He's doing a great job. So that is a guy that I'm going to interview very soon, whose lineup. I also talked to Tsietsi Maua, whom I'll line up and interview as soon as the time avails itself. Thank you very much for subscribing, and then thank you very much for the support that you're giving us. May the best team win, and then, yeah, we're enjoying football. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.